Hey there. What happens when one loses everything and has to build it back again from scratch? Welcome back to the Path to Greatness series, a sub-series of the Strategic Thinker podcast, where we unpack the extraordinary journeys of iconic individuals and brands, extracting powerful lessons that can help us become the best versions of ourselves and inspire us on our own paths to greatness. Today, we reach the thrilling finale of Kobe Bryant's incredible story. A man whose relentless pursuit of excellence made him not only one of basketball's all-time legends, but an inspiration for many across industries. Whether you are an entrepreneur, an athlete, or someone simply striving for personal growth, Kobe's story offers powerful lessons on resilience, reinvention, and the mindset required to overcome even the toughest setbacks. As you listen to this episode, ask yourself, what would you do if you were in the same situation as Kobe? How do you respond when faced with your own setbacks? Do you lean into the challenge, or do you shy away? Previously, we explored Kobe's rapid rise from a young rookie learning from failures to becoming an NBA superstar and winning 3 championships alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Phil Jackson. But now, Kobe stood alone as the face of the Lakers. The dynasty was broken. Shaq was traded to another team. Phil Jackson stepped down as head coach. Kobe faced the daunting task of rebuilding a championship legacy and proving he can lead a team to victory on his own terms. Before we dive deeper into today's story, please remember that the content shared in this episode is for educational and inspirational purposes only. I do not represent Kobe Bryant, his family, nor his estate, and this content does not imply any endorsement by them. On a personal note, Kobe has always been one of my favorite athletes, and creating this series has allowed me to gain an even deeper appreciation for his incredible drive, resilience, and mindset. I am excited to share the final part of his extraordinary journey with you. If you missed parts 1 and 2, I highly encourage you to go back and listen. They set the stage for the incredible transformation you are about to hear. Now, without further ado, let's pick up the story as Kobe and the Lakers enter another critical rebuilding phase in franchise history. Let's dive in. In the summer of 2004, the Lakers underwent major changes. Calling it major is an understatement. Following a disappointing loss to the Detroit Pistons in the NBA Finals just a few months earlier, the team traded Shaquille O'Neal to Miami Heat. This move marked the end of an era, dismantling one of the most dominant duos in NBA history. In addition, head coach Phil Jackson stepped down, citing tensions within the team, particularly with Kobe Bryant. These changes left Kobe as the sole leader of the Lakers, a role he had always envisioned and desired, but now had to fulfill under intense scrutiny. Critics questioned whether Kobe could lead a team to a championship without Shaq and Phil. Many doubted if his scoring-focused playing style could translate into sustained team success. The 2004 and 2005 season was one of rebuilding and frustration. With a patchwork roster and a new head coach, Rudy Tomjanovich, the Lakers struggled to find cohesion. The team finished with a 34-48 record and missed the playoffs for the first time in over 20 years, since 1994. For Kobe, this was a humbling experience. Reflecting on the season, he later said, "That year tasted me like nothing else. it forced me to dig deeper, to understand what it truly meant to lead a team, not just dominate as an individual. Take a moment to reflect. When was the time you had to adapt your leadership or approach because things weren't working out as you planned? Despite the disappointment, Kobe used the off-season to focus on his craft, spending countless hours in the gym. It was clear he was preparing for a comeback. If you were in Kobe's shoes, what would you do to prepare yourself after setbacks? How can you use Kobe's example to improve your own approach? Now let's return to the story. The 2005 and 2006 season saw Kobe emerge as an offensive powerhouse. Under returning head coach Phil Jackson, who returned to the Lakers after a one-year hiatus, Kobe began to adapt his approach to Jackson's triangle offense. While the team was still rebuilding, Kobe's individual performances were nothing short of historic. On January 22nd, 2006, Kobe delivered an unforgettable performance against the Toronto Raptors, scoring 81 points, the second highest single game total in NBA history. He shot 7 of 13 from the three-point range and 18 of 20 from the free throw line. Kobe later described the mindset he was in during the game. It felt like I was in a trance. Every shot felt natural. I wasn't chasing numbers. I was chasing a win. That's all that mattered. That game cemented Kobe's reputation as one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, and it also highlighted the limitations of a one-man show. The Lakers were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, and it became clearer that while Kobe's brilliance could carry the team in the short term, sustainable success required more pieces around him. With a renewed partnership, Kobe and Phil focused on building a team-centered approach to success. Jackson once again used his signature style to challenge Kobe mentally. During this period, he gave Kobe books like Blink by Malcolm Gladwell to broaden his understanding of leadership and decision-making. This era was about growth, not just as a player, but as a leader. Kobe began to understand that leadership was not just about scoring or individual performance. It was about making his teammates better. This mindset shift became evident in his interactions with teammates. He started pushing them harder in practices and holding them to higher standards, but he also began to communicate more effectively, balancing his demands with encouragement. In the summer of 2006, Kobe made a symbolic yet significant change. He switched his jersey number from 8 to 24. Kobe explained this change as representing a fresh start and personal growth. Number 8 was a reminder of his youthful ambition and the early stage of his career, whereas 24 symbolized maturity, evolution, and the pursuit of perfection. Kobe explained that the number 24 reflected the idea of making every day count, as there are 24 hours in a day. Pause here briefly, and let's reflect. Are you truly making each day count? What would you change if you embraced Kobe's philosophy fully? This was his way of reminding himself, others to seize each moment and continuously strive for improvement. For Kobe, it was more than a number change. It was a declaration of his determination to redefine himself and take full ownership of his legacy. Despite the symbolic fresh start, the 2006-2007 season brought its share of disappointment. The Lakers struggled with consistency, plagued by injuries and chemistry issues. With a young and inexperienced roster, Kobe often found himself shouldering the majority of the scoring burden, averaging over 31 points a game. Despite his efforts, Lakers finished just 42 wins and 40 losses, narrowly making the playoffs, but suffered a swift defeat to the Phoenix Suns in the first round. While frustrating, Kobe recognized that these challenges were essential lessons in his leadership development and team building, laying the groundwork for future success. Let's pause here. What challenges in your life right now could be preparing you for greater success in the future? By the 2007-2008 season, the Lakers had retooled their roster. The mid-season acquisition of Pau Gasol gave the team the skilled big man they desperately needed. And Kobe found himself with an all-star caliber big man in Pau and a supporting cast capable of competing at the highest level. Kobe's leadership was on full display throughout the season. He struck a balance between his scoring brilliance and team-oriented play, earning him the NBA MVP award, the first and only of his career. For those who are not familiar with the NBA, MVP stands for Most Valuable Player. Kobe averaged 28.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game that season, leading the Lakers to a league-best 57 win and 25 loss record. The team advanced to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2004, reigniting their storied rivalry with the Boston Celtics. Despite their strong performance, the Lakers fell to the Celtics in 6 games. For Kobe, the loss was devastating. He later admitted, "That loss to Boston was a turning point for me. It wasn't just a loss, it was a lesson. I realized we weren't just playing for a title, we were playing for the legacy of the Lakers." After the crushing loss to the Boston Celtics in the 2008 NBA Finals, Kobe Bryant entered 2008-2009 season with a laser focus. The sting of defeat fueled his drive, and he made it clear that anything less than a championship would be unacceptable. He began the season with renewed vigor, embracing his role as both a leader and a teammate. His partnership with Pau Gasol flourished, and players like Lamar Odom, Derek Fisher, and Trevor Ariza stepped up to form a cohesive and formidable unit. The Lakers dominated the regular season, finishing with an even better 65-win, 17-loss record. Again, the best in the league. Kobe averaged 26.8 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game, showing remarkable consistency on both ends of the court. As the playoffs began, Kobe's determination was on full display. The Lakers entered the playoffs as the co-favorites and survived a 7-game Western Conference semifinals against Houston Rockets and a 6-game battle with Carmelo Anthony-led Denver Nuggets in the West Finals to reach the NBA Finals for the second consecutive year. This time, they faced the Orlando Magic, led by a dominant center, Dwight Howard. Kobe's performance in the 2009 Finals was a masterclass in determination and skill. He averaged 32.4 points, 7.4 assists, and 5.6 rebounds per game, leading the Lakers to a 4-1 series victory and earning his first NBA Finals MVP award. For Kobe, this championship was more than just a win. It was a statement. "People said I couldn't win without Shaq," Kobe later reflected. "This one was about proving to myself and everyone else that I could lead a team to the top." Let's pause here. For me, doubters can be a great motivation. I don't mind being doubted at all. It's all a matter of perspective. In your own path to greatness, who are your non-believers, and how would you like to prove them wrong? The 2009-2010 season was all about defending the crown and settling unfinished business. The Lakers were focused on a singular goal: redemption against the Boston Celtics, their fiercest rivals. The season unfolded with Kobe continuing to lead by example, often playing through injuries, including a fractured finger on his shooting hand that never truly recovered. Despite the pain, he remained dominant force, averaging 27 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. The Lakers finished with a 57-win, 25-loss record, securing the top seed in the Western Conference. In the playoffs, the Lakers faced tough challenges, including a grueling 6-game series against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round, and another 6-game battle with the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference Finals. Kobe's ability to rise to the occasion was on full display, particularly in the Suns series, where he delivered clutch performances, including a 37-point effort in Game 6 to clinch the series. The NBA Finals in 2010 were the stuff of legends. A rematch with the Boston Celtics, two of the most decorated teams in the NBA. The series was a back-and-forth slugfest, with both teams leaving everything on the court. In the best-of-7 series, the Lakers returned to Staples Center in LA for Game 6, trailing the series 2-3. Lakers won Game 6 to tie the series. In the decisive Game 7, playing on June 17, 2010, at Staples Center, Kobe struggled with his shooting, but found other ways to impact the game. He grabbed 15 rebounds, fought for loose balls, and scored key points in the fourth quarter to help the Lakers secure an 83-79 victory. With the win, Kobe earned his 5th NBA championship and 2nd consecutive Finals MVP award. In his post-game interview, Kobe was visibly emotional. This one is by far the sweetest. To win it against Boston, to do it in a Game 7, it doesn't get any better than this. During this period, Kobe's leadership reached its peak. He evolved from a demanding and sometimes divisive player into a leader who inspired by example and fostered trust among his teammates. Phil Jackson continued to mentor Kobe, challenging him to think strategically both about the game and life. The books Phil assigned, ranging from The Art of War to Text Native American Culture, broadened Kobe's mindset, shaping him into a more introspective and self-aware leader. One of Kobe's defining traits during these years was his ability to motivate his teammates, whether it was pushing Pau Gasol to toughen up or guiding young players like Andrew Bynum. Kobe's relentless drive set the tone for the entire team. With 5 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, and a reputation as one of the most clutch performers in NBA history, Kobe's legacy was now firmly established. He had answered every question about his ability to lead, perform under pressure, and elevate those around him. His back-to-back NBA championships was about redemption. After years of criticism, setbacks, and personal growth, Kobe had reached the pinnacle of his career, not just as a player, but as a leader and a symbol of perseverance. The years following Kobe's 5th championship were marked with a mix of highs and challenges. The Lakers attempted to build another dynasty around Kobe, aiding high-profile players like Dwight Howard and Steve Nash for the 2012-2013 season. Initially, hopes were high, with analysts predicting another title run, but injuries plagued the team, chemistry issues surfaced, and expectations crumbled. Kobe, however, remained the consistent force, often putting the team on his back. In the 2012 and 2013 season, at 34 years old, Kobe played some of the best basketball of his career. He averaged 27 points, 6 assists, and 5.6 rebounds per game, leading the Lakers into playoff contention late in the season. It was during this stretch that Kobe showed the world his resilience. in an unforgettable sequence on April 12, 2013, against the Golden State Warriors. Kobe tore his Achilles tendon late in the game. With the Lakers' playoff hopes on the line, Kobe hobbled to the free throw line and calmly sank 2 free throws before walking off the court under his own power. "I just wanted to finish while I started," Kobe later said. The work doesn't stop because of an injury. When reflecting on this day, 8 years later, after Kobe's retired, Kobe was asked how he was able to tolerate this incredible amount of pain and walked off the court by himself. To illustrate his experience and mindset, Kobe shared the following as an example. Imagine you have a bad hamstring injury. You can barely walk. Your doctor tells you to go home. Sit on the couch, rest your hammy, no sudden movements. Now all of a sudden, the fire alarm is going off, your house is on fire, your kids are sleeping upstairs, and your wife is somewhere in the house. I'm willing to bet that you are going to forget about your hamstring, you're going to sprint upstairs, grab your kids, make sure your wife's good, and you are getting out of the house. You are not going to feel your hamstring. The reason is because the lives of your family is more important than your injury. So when the game is more important than the injury itself, you don't feel that injury, not at that time. This story sums up Kobe's mindset on winning the game and his drive for another shot at the championship. Let's take a moment to reflect. What would you consider as your top 3 life priorities right now? Is it time with your kids, progress in your career, enhancing your fitness, or building wealth? The Achilles tendon injury marked the beginning of the end for Kobe as an elite player. Though he returned the following season, his body began to betray him. Over the next 3 years, injuries to his knee, shoulder limited his time on the court and his effectiveness. The 2015-2016 season was announced as Kobe's final season in the NBA. What followed was a farewell tour unlike any other in the sport's history. Kobe's announcement sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Every arena he visited became a stage for the fans, players, and teams to honor him. Tributes poured in from all corners of the world. Even opposing players like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Dwayne Wade expressed their admiration for Kobe's legacy. Despite his diminished physical abilities, Kobe showed flashes of his former brilliance throughout the season. But it was April 13, 2016, his final game, that Kobe delivered a moment for the ages. In front of a sold-out Staples Center, Kobe put on a scoring clinic, dropping 6 points against Utah Jazz. It was a performance that defied logic, a perfect ending to an imperfect season. Even though it was officially his last NBA game, Kobe said this jovially. "Throughout my career, everyone tells me to pass the ball. Today was different. Everyone tells me not to pass it." In his post-game address to the fans, Kobe then famously said, "Mamba out." Retirement didn't slow Kobe down. If anything, it marked the beginning of a new chapter defined by creativity, mentorship, and legacy building. Kobe's passion for storytelling took center stage in his post-basketball career. In 2018, would you believe this? He won an Oscars for his animated short film, Dear Basketball, based on the poem he wrote to announce his retirement. Through his production company, Greatness Studios, Kobe aimed to inspire and educate through creative storytelling. He published The Mamba Mentality, How I Play, a book offering insights into his approach to the game, and created a series of children's books like the Wisna series, blending sports and fantasy. Kobe became a mentor to many young NBA players, including rising stars like Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, just to name a few. He was known for his candid advice and for pushing others to embrace the Mamba mentality. He also turned his focus to youth sports, coaching his daughter Gianna's basketball team. His dedication to Gianna and her teammates was a testament to his belief in the power of sports to teach life lessons. The Mamba mentality became Kobe's enduring philosophy, a relentless commitment to excellence, discipline, and self-improvement. It transcended basketball, resonating with entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders around the world. Kobe summed it up best. The most important thing is to try and inspire people so they can be great whatever they want to do. On January 26, 2020, the world was shaken by the tragic news of Kobe Bryant's death in a helicopter crash, along with his daughter Gianna and 7 others. I vividly remember the day as I was in San Francisco for business. Waking up to messages from lesser-known channels reporting Kobe's helicopter crash, it all just sounded like fake news. A few hours later, when it was reported on ESPN, I was devastated by the news about Kobe and his daughter, Gigi. The loss was profound, but the outpouring of love and tributes highlighted the impact Kobe had on people across the globe. Murals appeared in cities worldwide, and athletes across numerous sports dedicated their performances to his memory. During his memorial service at Staples Center just a few days later, his wife Vanessa Bryant spoke of Kobe's devotion as a husband and father. Michael Jordan tearfully remembered his little brother and shared stories of Kobe calling him late at night, sometimes at 3 a.m., to pick his brain on how Michael will approach certain situations and challenges. Kobe's legacy lives on through his family, his work, and the millions he inspired, including yours truly. Even after his passing, Kobe's legacy continues to grow. The Mambacita Sports Foundation, established by Vanessa Bryant, supports underserved athletes and empowers young women through sports. This foundation ensures that the values Kobe and Gianna embodied, hard work, passion, and the pursuit of dreams, live on. His jerseys, both 8 and 24, were retired by the Lakers and are hanging in the rafters of the Lakers arena, symbolizing more than basketball achievements. They are reminders of the journey of a young man who grew into a global icon, leaving a mark, not just on the game, but on humanity. As Kobe once said, "Heroes come and go, but legends are forever." Kobe's NBA career offers lessons that transcend the basketball court. I'll cover 5 key learnings I gathered from today's finale. I encourage you to pick one from the list and focus on it over the next month and see how it transforms and shapes you. And you know, I would really love to hear about it. Here are my top 5. Number 1, resilience and reinvention. Kobe's journey highlights the power of resilience. After losing his championship team and coach, he adapted, he rebuilt, and he reinvented himself. So ask yourself, how flexible and adaptable are you when facing major challenges and setbacks? Number 2, continuous self-improvement. Kobe's switch from jersey number 8 to 24 symbolized his commitment to growth and making every day count, just like Kaizen we recently covered. The Mamba mentality embodies the philosophy that excellence requires daily improvement and consistent effort. It's amazing and humbling to learn that this is similar to the growth mindset I embrace. I'm committed to getting better every day and be the best version of myself. How about you? Number 3, mentorship and mental growth. Phil Jackson's profound influence on Kobe demonstrates the significant role mentors play in personal and professional growth. Seeking guidance, staying curious, and embracing new ideas can profoundly impact your trajectory. Who would you consider as your mentors? And what new insights could you pursue to broaden your own thinking? Number 4. Leading through challenges. Kobe faced immense scrutiny and adversity, yet he evolved as a leader by learning to balance his intense drive with effective communication and team building. Great leaders aren't born in comfort. They emerge from challenges, as history continues to show us. Reflect on how you handle leadership under pressure. How are you empowering those around you? Number 5. Legacy and impact. Kobe's ultimate legacy extends far beyond basketball. It's about inspiring others to pursue greatness. His journey reminds us that true success isn't merely personal achievements, but the impact we have on others. How do you want to be remembered? And what lasting impact do you wish to leave? And you know what? One of the easiest ways to have an impact is to share how you overcame your personal struggles. You can do this with a friend or even on a podcast. The beauty of the Mamba mentality lies in its wide application and timelessness. It's not just for athletes. It's actually for anyone striving to be their best, face challenges head on, and leave a meaningful impact. I'll leave you with one last Kobe quote. The most important thing is to try and inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. In every arena of life, adopting this mindset can unlock greatness. What challenges in your own life could benefit from the Mamba mentality today? As this is both the finale of Season 2 and Path to Greatness, I would like to share an update. I've been working on elevating the show to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of The Strategic Thinker. This will be a small and private space for those who are serious about moving forward on their own path to greatness. It's not for everyone, and it's not launching just yet. But if you've been listening closely and growing with us and thinking deeply about your next chapter, this might just be for you. More details will be released soon. By the way, you can also receive The Compass, a companion newsletter to the show. Find out more at masontst.com. That is MAISONTST.com. I would love to hear from you. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, X, Instagram, and YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed the story of Kobe Bryant as much as I have enjoyed making this Path to Greatness series. Like Kobe's story, our own stories will have their ups and downs, and pressure is a privilege. So let's embrace the privilege to be on our own path to greatness. If today's episode resonated, please rate the show or share it with someone committed to growth. Let's continue building the circle of thinkers, doers, and leaders together. You hold the power to shape your destiny. Strategic thinking is your compass. We will build an amazing future, one thoughtful decision at a time. Until next time, keep getting better every day.